Today we're going to hike the Bear Hair Gap Trail located in Vogel State Park. And while we didn't see any black bears while we were here, we did see a barely there overlook. More on that as we get further along the hike. But a big theme for today is going to be expectations, because this is a very grueling hike without a lot of payoff, yet still enjoyable.
Hey buddy, how's it going?
The trail starts from behind the old visitor center and runs for about 4.1 miles with around 1,200 feet of elevation change. So that's where this hike can be a bit grueling. There's not a lot of views or vistas to go along with the effort you put in.
You just can't beat it. I mean, look at these big trees. A lot of different species too. I'm a big fan of this lime green blaze color, I will say. So this is the reason we went the Blood Mountain way to do the loop instead of taking the right. It helps to break up the incline. If you go to the right, it's up, 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 up till you reach the peak. We've been told by the rangers and by comments from strangers on the internet that this is the way to go. And you know, you can always trust random comments on the internet. All right, you can still hear a decent amount of noise from the campground. We've just been trekking up and up and up through switchbacks. So we're just slowly sort of rising in elevation, which is, I think, why people say take the Blood Mountain route on this trail. But there are some nice mature trees here. I don't know, we're getting close to a mile or so into the trail. I forgot to wear my watch, so I don't have an exact stat, but Mrs. Tazumi will keep me updated in kilometers, and then we'll do our best to translate. All right, so we're walking along. We found another huge holly tree, but check this out. I guess it had a second tree, or I don't know if that was a branch. But look at this thing, it just goes on and on and on and on. So it's either the longest holly tree branch or the tallest sideways holly tree. You decide. All right, we're starting to notice a trend for this hike. This is holly jolly. There is a lot of hollies on this hike. There's not usually this many. I mean, look, they're everywhere. Everywhere. You can tell we're getting higher and higher because it's getting windier and windier. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. Is windier a word, or is it more windy? The higher we go, the stronger the wind gets. It's kind of interesting. So we have just been switchbacking our way up, up, up. It isn't really hard or anything, but the trail does get a bit more intricate the further we go. Figured I would point that out. I do enjoy walking along these ridges. You have such a cool view down. And then look at this monster. This thing is huge. Whew. Another giant. Oh boy, you gotta love this. 3 different blazes. Here we go. As told by multiple people, there will be creek crossings, so just be prepared. Some you might have to get a little wet for. After the creek crossing, again, follow the lime green. That's the blaze you want, so it'll be to the right. That is such a cool sign. I love that sign. You can hear some water rushing off in the distance, so we'll get to see what that is here shortly, I think.
And here you can start to see why we call this trail grueling, because it is a lot of elevation change.
It's been well marked so far. A lot of stuff I read online said it wasn't well marked. Maybe that's old, but it seems pretty well marked. I haven't had any trouble finding anything. Oh wow, we got some waterfalls. All right, like you could go the rock way. There's a nice handhold. These look pretty sturdy. Let's see. Yeah, this is good. Tote's fine. Pretty grueling hike. We're about halfway. We're almost to the top, but we're still gonna take a little breather here. Just get fully charged. I mean, even when you take the Blood Mountain route, it is still up, up, up. So it's funny, one of the rangers did say there is no easy way. And he was right, there is no easy way. I mean, even this, there's no easy way. Let's try it. Okay. All right, no easy way. Hello, you beautiful ancient tree. This rock is so cool. I wonder how much it weighs. Oh, right, like these pieces would have fallen off of this honking monster.
I can see where this little one came from.
Wow. I mean, it's massive. Yeah, you can see there's some pieces that are getting ready to eventually. You freeze enough, you thaw enough, you rain enough. That whole thing will break up eventually. Look at it. Oh wow, that's so cool. These rocks are huge. They're massive. They're gigantic. Holy cow, you like camp on these things. They're so big.
So I try to be relentlessly positive about the outdoors in the video. And as we get further along in this video, you're going to really tell that we're not enjoying this trail as much as other trails. It's a lot of elevation change and there's never any really big payoff. Vogel State Park is great. There's lots of great trails here. This one is just a lot of miles and a lot of elevation for not a lot of wow.
If we went the easy way, I can only imagine how difficult the other way must be. We're going to find out when we get towards the end as we head downhill. All right, let's see what this sign has to say. All right, and we want our Bear Hair Trail then. This flat trail is like manna from heaven after all the up, and up we've been doing. Whew, feels so good. Just be walking in like a semi-flat straight line. Now, how long this lasts? Well, we'll see. But, oh, this feels so good. Don't forget to look off in the distance. There's lots of great mountain views and ridgeline views. So, try to sort of look at everything around you and even things way past you as you hike this trail. Dare I say we're actually going downhill. What is this? Downhill. How exciting. So according to my hiking expert, Mrs. Tazumi, that was the peak of elevation. So this actually should be all downhill from there. I don't know where there's an overlook coming up, so we'll have to check that out. I always expected the overlook to be at the top, but I do remember reading it was like a one-sided overlook. You don't look in both directions. So that would explain that, but this will be interesting. We just head downhill the rest of the way. I can't imagine if like that was the easy side, going up by going on the right side must be one of the most grueling hikes you could possibly do. That would be hard.
We were told by the rangers to take this trail clockwise, which I would recommend and say is the correct way. On the second half of the trail, it feels very much like a Forest Service road. It's a lot of gravel. It's not the most comfortable, and it's very steep until you get to the overlook. So again, take this trail clockwise if you're going to do the Bear Hair Gap Trail in Vogel State Park. And we're getting ready to come up on the overlook. So let's check out this barely there overlook on the Bear Hair Gap Trail.
The trail continues that way, but we have a small overlook trail. And this is really going to be the determination of if this makes it to Tazumi Woods approved. So stay tuned, get ready for an overlook. If this overlook has enough wow factor, this becomes a Tazumi Woods approved hike. If not, it's going to be a good hike. It would even be a okay to do hike, but it all depends on this view. If it gets that coveted Tazumi Woods approved, let's find out at the top. More uphill, which is uphill is what we're going to call the theme of this trail. They're going to make you earn every inch of this trail, apparently. Not bad. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not like the best overlook I've ever seen in my life. And when the spring finishes, this is going to be an overlooked overlook for sure. I mean, this is like a portal more than an overlook. So the Overlook trail is actually a lollipop too. So it's a little circle that goes to the tiny overlook. I mean, it's good for the little piece that you get. It's just you know, a little disappointing. That's all.
I feel bad saying that the overlook is disappointing because this channel is all about positivity, but not every hike can be as epic as every other hike, but they're still all enjoyable. And I think that's part of why I'm putting this video up. You really have to look and find the reasons to enjoy every hike, no matter how big, no matter how small, and really appreciate your time outside.
Super swampy. It's got this weird, like, it's almost like a paper paste of mud and leaves. All right, keep an eye out. You don't want to keep going down the Forest Service Road. You want to look for this faint green blaze and these brown signs right here. It's all downhill from here. I mean, like literally, it is all downhill from here. I have an elevation map, so I know. Very nice of them to add the green blaze to the bridge. We've actually completed the loop, and we're now finishing the lollipop. So we're essentially, yep, there's the sign that we passed earlier. I believe the people with the really cute puppy were still around. So after this section of the trail, we did not see a single person. We did not see one single person on this trail. We saw a person coming off this trail in the parking lot. So there are other people that hike it, but just thought I'd point that out. It's not very heavily traveled, so if you like to be alone, and if you like to go up and away. It's a very steep trail, so I would call it moderate strenuous. It's not quite hard, but it's not easy, that's for sure. We're almost back to the parking lot. I just want to say thank you so much to everybody for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. It really does make my day whenever I see a comment, and we will see everybody out on the trails. Bye-bye, y'all.